Hi folks, this is another Cyber Tips production from Mr. B, and this one specifically on personal safety on a night out. What should you do in effect to stay safe on a night out? Well folks, this is part of 2 of a series of lessons that I've taught to students about things I wish I'd known when I was a lot younger and came to learn as I got older. They're known as lessons in life, and as I've just said, this is part 2. They proved so popular with students that I taught that they suggested that I put them out there to a wider audience. So here it is. Jingle please, Mr. T. Folks, these tips come from my own years of experience, as well as very significantly from a great mate of mine who was a former member of the British Special Air Service. And he was kind enough to pass on these tips to me against the lessons that I was teaching. You know who you are, so thanks again for all the advice that you've shared. Remember, these tips are not about you not having fun. We wouldn't want you not to have fun. They're about helping you establish habits that will help to keep you and your friends safe on a night out. So, tip number 1, don't meet outside clubs, especially at closing time. These tend to be hotspots of trouble. Instead, meet 4 or 5 lampposts away. In clubs, keep your eye on the bouncers. They are normally looking at where the trouble is, so move away from the area that they are focused on. When you enter a new club or bar, make sure you know where the emergency exits are. They are crucial for getting out quickly, be there a fire or other trouble. If you can arrange a place where you and your mates can meet in the event of an emergency, even much so the better. History is littered with examples of people who really got into a lot of trouble because they didn't know where those exits were. Don't eat at late night food joints. There are always troubles at these hotspots. Try and get a taxi before the queues build up when clubs shut. Another place where there tends to be frequent trouble. Leaving that pub or club 10 or 5 minutes before the closing time can make all the difference. In pubs and clubs, do not stare at people or make remarks to people you do not know. You're asking for trouble. And gents, do not stare at other boys' girlfriends, and vice versa for you girls. Do not thrash the locals at pool or boys and beat them at an arm wrestle. Girls, if you are being followed, remove your shoes. Your high heels are a great self-defense weapon. You can run better and faster in bare feet. Do not use your phone whilst walking along the street, especially if you are on your own. Don't take expensive items out with you when drinking with your mates. Have a cheap phone for nights out, and do not take wallets and purses out when drinking. Try to take cash and an ID card that can be easily hidden on your body, and keep that cash and card in different pockets. Gents, whereabout has 101 uses in an emergency. If you can, drink with moderation, folks, and if you can't, ensure at least one of your mates can. Never leave your drink unsupervised. Never accept a drink from a stranger. If you do leave a drink, mark its position in some way. For example, by leaving it on the corner of a beer mat, then you will know if it's been moved whilst you're away. Drinking from bottles, keep your thumb over the top of the bottle. Ladies, keep your handbag with you even while dancing. If it's too large to dance with, take a smaller clutch bag out with you at night. Ladies, when you get a taxi, take a photo of the number plate and don't get in until you've sent the photo to your dad, your mum, or a trusted relative. Do the same thing if somebody insists on giving you a lift. Take a photo and send it before you get into the car. Or whilst you're in the taxi, pretend you're on the phone and tell your relative, your parents, the taxi driver's ID number. If you're having trouble with the police, for example, it might be a wrongful arrest, make sure you record their number and their name, and very importantly, send it to somebody. Remember, folks, have fun, and that statistically, there's only a very small chance that something bad may happen to you on a night out. Don't let your common sense go out that window, and make sure you plan ahead. Folks, that's it from me, Mr. B. Really hope you've enjoyed the lesson. My big tip really from the end of this session is that let these tips become a habit and they will help you to enjoy yourself, but to remain safe. If you've enjoyed this Cyber Teacher production, folks, check out our next two lessons on Lessons in Life, Part 3. It's not about being rich, it's about not being poor. A really useful guide to how to manage your money from an early stage in life so that it helps you out later on. And Part 4, A Helping Hand Helps Make Us Happy, is all about how volunteering your time can bring so much to others and also help yourself. Folks, take care of yourself, be safe, and look out, as I said, for our next Cyber Teacher production.
And if you really found this video entertaining, why not like and subscribe, and we'll keep the Cyber Teachers content coming.